doing the tour with the one and only Mr. Musinguzi.
Yep. So we're here in Entebbe town, and we're having a free walk tour in Entebbe, courtesy of Imagine UG. Yeah, and I'm blessed to be with Nabz Arah, one of the greatest.
Guys, I'm learning from Mr. Musinguzi like non-stop. And of course, I'm vlogging this, he's vlogging, so his link to the channel will be down below in the comment section.
Definitely.
Go and check him out. He's one of us that do great content about Uganda.
Yep.
Came from a Uganda chief who used to adjudicate legal cases here. He was called Mugula. So he was there in the early 1800s, and they used to bring cases to him, and his seat is not far from the airport, just very nearby the airport. So it was known by that time as Entebbe Zamugula, so where Mugula used to sit. More than 100 years old. These grounds you see have served as a meeting point for many of the people who are fighting for the independence of this country. So Uganda became a British protectorate in 1893, and there was a colonial commissioner known as Sir Gerald Portal. So Entebbe was the base that Portal used to administrate the entire country. There are two leaders who are renowned in Uganda's history. One was by the names of J.K. Musazi, another one was called Chiwanuka. So those two were some of the educated Africans at the time who had experienced a wave of independence in Africa. So during the 1950s, so many African countries were experiencing the wave of fighting for independence from their colonial masters or their colonial countries. So J.K. Musazi used to gather people from Entebbe and come down here, and exactly the way you're seeing this ground is the way it was back then. And then they would stand here and they would hold placards, go marching to colonial offices and fight, and so they would protest at times, and they would, stop them from protesting. So the tree has not been cut down, it has been maintained. The grounds were secured because it's a very important historical place in the country, and it's used to come and sit down when you feel like resting or chilling, or you come. Some people usually often come here and they do craft shops and craft markets, and so the grounds are very kind of like sacred. Clubs, bars, and so on. That's the street. So
this is your street?
No, not mine, but
a nightlife
but
street.
But people in Entebbe who like partying, so there are more bars and clubs here.
So this is the street I should check out.
Let's take a look.
At night.
So at night it's all.
What's the top-notch bar here or club here?
Doing this one. schools are established in Uganda. So the school is called Untitled Chapter Primary School. It was established here in 1906 by a reverend from the Church Missionary Society of England called Walter Chapter. So the school there are so many other health centers and clinics, but this one was built by the then colonial administrative government, and later became a government hospital. So many of the high-end cases are brought here. And in 2014, the Japanese government decided to lend a hand to the Uganda government to expand it and build.
Batumire
ntumira abatakisi bonna mu Uganda netumira n'abadereva bonna ne mama ne taata bonna bwe bali okutambala ebuna bonna abagala nnyo nti ani abatumidde bonna batumidde mwana
nti ani abatumidde. Guys, we are checking out the Rolex guy. I've been here before. He makes like Rolex is better like Yuga Roll, but in Entebbe, of course. So he's the best in Entebbe. Mr. Musinguzi. Now people need to see.
Yeah, looking for Rolex. Yeah, the Rolex guy. And I'm going to be having some Rolex here.
The best Rolex in Entebbe. Please have tested it. Yes.
Yes, there are also colonial dated buildings. That one you see behind there, you can clearly see from its architecture. It looks like a couple of buildings in London, maybe. Yeah, that it used to be the offices of a bank called the Uganda Commercial Bank, and that bank was the one responsible for the commercial banking activities in Uganda, and was introduced by, of course, the colonial government as well. So. Right now it's owned by a foreign commercial bank called Standard Bank, which trades in Uganda as Stanbic Bank. Yes. Yeah. And it's also one of those buildings you look at and like, I think I've seen this somewhere.
Very grand.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Guys, we are currently checking out the colonial buildings in Entebbe. So whichever building you see from now onwards is going to be a historical building built by the colonialists. Guys, this is a public park. Whoever wants can come in here and play with their kids and all that. That's amazing.
It's the oldest post office Uganda and one of the oldest, probably the oldest in East Africa. So this post office here is also dated from colonial times as well. And you can see the green little boxes over there. At the time, expatriate communities here and British colonial administrators used to come and pick mail from here. Posts from family in the UK. And it was very, very busy between 1930 and 1960. You know, figure out where borders end and you know where natural physical features like the lake, how to get down to that. So for the most part it's used for mostly mapping purposes. Even today some bit of work takes place inside, although most of the things inside now are obsolete, so they don't work anymore.
Paper maps.
But it was put up in 1930.
Okay, we are currently at Entebbe Botanical Gardens.
Yep.
According to our tour guide, these gardens were set up by the colonialists majorly to study different species of trees, and most of the indigenous trees were named from here by the colonialists. So if you come here, be sure to see variety of trees, some animals, monkeys, different kinds of birds and all that. Also it's by the water, like you will see. And getting in here, locals pay 3,000 Uganda shillings and foreigners pay 10,000 Uganda shillings. So be sure to carry that when you come here. Finally by the water. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know how much I love water. I'm just a lover of water. My dream house should be a beach house. So this is the water. This is the humongous Lake Victoria. Covers 3 East African countries, if I'm correct. And we get the privilege of having part of that in the Botanical Gardens right here. Let me show you just a glimpse. Okay, the water seems clear, but I believe it's not it's not safe for swimming. But yeah, this is Lake Victoria. Do you see the sky? Okay, what do they call it? The line where the sky meets the sea. Okay, in this case, the line where the sky meets the lake. And there are little shells here. Tiny shells. I don't know how safe they are. I think they come from the sea. Oh, guys, I feel like staying here. The sounds made by the waves, I don't know, they're just so coming to the mind. They're able to stop your mind from thinking whatever it is you're thinking. I don't know. Check this kid floating on water. Oh God, I need to learn how to swim. This guy is floating. I've been telling myself I need to learn how to swim forever. Wow. It's a kid, you guys. And he's floating on water. How cool is that? We are walking through a canopy. I think it's the first time I'm walking under a canopy. So This should be interesting. So random people carved their initials here with whom they love. Like you see R, love, J. If you find yourself here, be sure to carve your loved one. Don't miss the opportunity. H and D. Kwegamba, it's a love tree. So guys, Botanical Gardens has turned out to be way huger than I expected. The last time I came here, we just went, I don't know, like we just walked through to the water and then that was it. But should have seen more than I saw last time. The canopy, there are different streams, and then this particular restaurant, I didn't see it last time. It's so beautiful, you guys, only that you can't swim in the water. There are different guys with dogs training them to swim in the water, so I don't think you can swim in the water. But I think it's a cool place for you to hang out. Look at that, and look at this. Plus, Botanical Gardens is one of those places whereby if you're coming and you just want to sit in the outer places, not in a particular restaurant, you can bring your own food. So guys, who's down for a picnic with me? Who's down for a picnic? Leave a comment. We'll just come here for a picnic. You only pay 3K at the entrance, carry on food and drinks, and we have fun. Yay! The trip, okay, I don't know why I keep calling it the trip. The tour has finally come to an end. It was amazing. I just loved it. I love the fact that I now know a lot more about Entebbe than just passing through as a tourist or something, because I'd never even been to a market in Entebbe, but now I'm glad that I know a lot of places around Entebbe. I know a bit of information about it, and I totally recommend that you do this. It's totally free. Imagine Uganda gives us free tours in Jinja, Kampala and Entebbe. I'm going to link the website down below in the description box. Check it out and check out other services that they offer, and feel free to book a free tour with them. They'll guide you, they'll give you a date on when they're going to host and all that. What else do I have to tell you? Is there any more information? I think that's it. I ended the trip with Mr. Musinguzi. We've decided to end it in the children's park, totally free of charge. It was about 4 hours, 5 hours of walking, guys. All the exercise that I've not done in months, I've done today. It was great, it was amazing. Totally recommend it, guys. Totally recommend it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll get a person from Imagine Uganda to answer them, or I'll answer those that I know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Share this video with anyone that you think could benefit from it, and I'll see you in another vlog. Bye bye.